World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. The United States on Tuesday carried out new military strikes on Iran and reinstated sanctions on Iranian oil sales following attacks on commercial ships near the Strait of Hormuz. The CNN reports the U.S. Central Command said the strikes were meant to impose heavy cost on Iran for targeting civilian vessels in international waters, calling the actions a violation of the ceasefire. The renewed sanctions also reverse a key concession previously granted to Iran to help keep the vital shipping route open. A U.S. official warned that Iran would only benefit from cooperation if it changes its behavior, stressing that the attacks were unacceptable. The developments have shaken global oil markets, with prices rising sharply amid concerns over renewed tensions in the region. In other news overseas, the Iranian Foreign Ministry has accused the United States of violating a key provision of their Memorandum of Understanding by canceling a temporary sanction waiver on Iranian oil sales. In a statement, Al Jazeera reports Tehran called the move by the U.S. Treasury a clear breach of the agreement signed on June 18. Officials said the decision, made less than 3 weeks after the deal, reflects what they described as bad faith on Washington's part. The ministry also claimed the U.S. cannot be trusted to uphold its commitments under the agreement. It further alleged repeated violations of the memorandum, including actions it linked to Israel's operations in Lebanon. And finally, security was tight and the welcome was elaborate as Turkey hosted a NATO summit in Ankara, with United States President Donald Trump receiving special attention from Turkish leaders. The BBC reports U.S. President Trump, who has often criticized NATO, said he attended largely because of his relationship with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who personally greeted him at the airport. Despite the ceremonial display of unity, President Trump steered tensions with remarks about the U.S. potentially taking over Greenland, drawing concern from fellow NATO member Denmark. He also voiced frustration that allies did not support his earlier military actions against Iran, singling out partners including the United Kingdom. Analysts say his comments disrupted the summit's message of solidarity and underscored ongoing divisions within the alliance. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.